All right, what is going on, everyone? Today I'm going to be doing a tier list on how to grow your chest based on my personal experiences. So you don't 100% have to agree with it. That is okay. I'm just doing it based on my opinions and what I've found has grown my chest as a bodybuilder. So the first one is the dumbbell chest fly. I personally never use it. I have a couple times in the past. Didn't like it personally. Didn't like the way it necessarily felt on my shoulders compared to like a cable or machine. And I found I got less tension on my chest while using it. But we've all seen the videos of Arnold using it. So it obviously can be quite a good exercise. I'm going to put it B tier because it definitely has its use, just not for everyone. Now the next one is the decline barbell bench press. Again, this one is more for your lower chest. However, I don't actually think I've ever used it, nor really ever seen anyone ever use it. So I'm going to put it in F tier. Now the normal bench press. I personally don't really like the normal bench press. It's not my personal favorite machine to use. And I find that there are other ways and safer ways to progressively overload the movement and get more of a squeeze on the chest. So I'm going to put this one in B tier because I do see the use out of it. And I do see you can progressively overload it, just not my personal favorite. All right, the next one is the incline dumbbell bench press. Same kind of concept, but I find that you'll get a better squeeze on your chest using the dumbbell rather than the barbell. So I'm going to put this one in D tier. Personally, would never use it. Comment down below if you'd use it and you like doing any of the decline, the dumbbell or the barbell. Not for me personally. All right, the next one is the dumbbell press. Great movement for growing your chest. First reason, it's just great for building the fullness in your chest, but also what I find with it is that what I have noticed with growing my chest, through time is finding that, when you're doing the contraction, you want to make sure your bicep is touching your chest to get the most amount of squeeze in your chest. And I find with the dumbbell, you can do that better than the barbell. So I am going to put that in S tier. Great movement. Dips. I personally, again, wouldn't necessarily do this one for chest, but it is a great finisher for your chest, workout. If you do add it in, I don't, because I find that there are better movements for me. So rather than, I can't put it in S, A, or B, I'm going to put it in C tier because I know lots of people use it. I personally don't, and I have no real experience using on a chest day. I will use it to grow my triceps, but I wouldn't necessarily do it for my chest. So next one is the incline barbell bench press. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the barbell. I just find you can't get quite as good of a squeeze at the top of the movement. So I'm going to put that in C tier. I think there's use for it. And I think if you've got limited equipment and you've got a barbell at home and you want a full chest workout, using the barbell for bench press and incline bench press will definitely still grow your chest. Next one is the incline dumbbell press. We got same concept, so I'm going to put this one up in S tier. Same thing, good squeeze, great for building the chest. We've got the incline Smith machine press. Again, I actually quite like this one and I will use this one. However, you don't get the greatest squeeze, and I sometimes find that my triceps will activate more than my chest. So I'm going to put this in B tier. We've got machine press. Great. There's so many different machines out there which can target your chest. I think they're great for building your chest, great for the squeeze at the top, but I don't think it's quite on the same level as the dumbbell press. So A tier. Very good movement though. The next one is the pec deck. Again, I am a fan of the pec deck. I think it's great. And I think you can truly, as you're doing the movement, you can squeeze your biceps to your chest to give it the maximum squeeze at the top of the movement. I'm going to put this one in S tier. Great movement. Push-ups. Look, I don't mind a good push-up. I think they're great for building the chest. However, I've never really add them onto my chest day. I will, right before I'm stepping on stage, do some push-ups to get some blood towards my chest. I think it's more of a pump up, you know, getting a pump rather than actually progressively overloading. Like, yes, you can do more. Yes, there's different variations, but I think I'm going to put this one in C tier. Reverse grip bench press. Never done it. Never seen anyone do it before. I know I believe it was TNF did it the other day, but I don't know a thing about it. I've never done it, so on that basis, I'm going to put it in F tier. Smith machine bench press. I have to put in the same tier as the incline one. It's okay. I find there's more tricep activation compared to chest activation. I find my tricep gets a little bit more tired before my chest when I do it, so we're going to put that in B tier. Cable crossover, by far my favorite chest exercise. Get the biggest squeeze at the top of the movement. I have to control it. It's great. You know, I'm working both sides equally. So I'm going to put this one up here in S tier. Great movement. I would 100% recommend adding it into your chest day if you have not. Low to high, I can't say. I do this one. I like to go high to low personally. I've seen people do the low to high. I personally don't necessarily feel it in my chest. I find it more in my front delt. So I'm going to put this one in C tier. Yes, you'll get some chest activation, but I don't think you'll get quite as much as, say, if you're doing a high to low. And last one is the low to high dumbbell flies. F tier. Don't do it if you want to grow your chest. I doubt that's even going to work at all for your chest. But yeah, if you do it and it works, let me know in the comments, because yeah, I never thought that it would work. It hasn't worked. Never tried it before, so I cannot confirm. I don't think I'm ever going to be adding it into my split. But thanks for watching the video. I hope you guys got a little bit of something out of it, and comment down below if you think there's anything you would change in this tier list. But yeah.